Hello, mindful humans. Welcome to the Mindful Minimalist Show. My name is Sarah. I'm a licensed educator, an expert declutterer, and a mental health warrior fighting the stigma. On this channel, we cover minimalism and mental health. So if you'd like more inspiration and motivation for these topics, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Today's video is all about minimalist decorating for the holidays. Now, when you think of the holiday decorating season, especially I want to say Christmas tends to be like the most over the top. People go all out, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what brings you joy and that's what you love, great, go for it. For me, that's a lot of work, but also it's a lot of storage in your home. I mean, I don't know where people keep all of their holiday decor. So what I like to do is to stick to a minimalist style of decor, even for things like the holidays. So today I want to talk with you guys about how you can also achieve a minimalist look during the holidays, but still remain festive. I do want you to stop and think about, number one, how many decorative items you have, where you are storing them, if that storage space and having the clutter is worth it for you, and if you actually enjoy pulling it all out, putting it all up. I mean, if the answer is no to that you don't even enjoy it, there we go. That has solved your problem. Congratulations, you don't have to do any decorating. I really think that we should focus on doing things that bring us joy, that bring us pleasure, and make us happy. And so if that's just a hassle for you, it's something you're doing because you feel like you should, well, then that's not very special. That's not something enjoyable that's going to make you happy. Let's go ahead and jump into the very first tip. Stick with mostly neutrals, but don't be afraid of pops of color. So you guys know I love my neutrals. I'm all about give me some black, white, brown, plants. I can't plants as a neutral. I'm all about that. Stick with those neutrals, but also don't be afraid of pops of color. So some of the main ways that I like to incorporate color into the decorating style. Number one is plants. If you haven't seen my Instagram, then you're missing out, because I like to share all of my plants with you guys. I'll have that link below as well. I have a ton of plants, both real and artificial, around my house, and you can turn those into festive decor pieces by choosing the ones that have the correct colors to go along with the seasons. So within plants, there's so many things you can do without having to go out and buy, little plastic decoration things. You can use things that are natural and that will bring just this natural beauty and comfort to your home. So the first one I recommend is a wreath. I just made this giant, massive wreath for my living room. You can see it on my Instagram too. Another thing too that I really want to do, you guys, is I found a DIY garland project where you go and you forage your own pine needles and make your own garland, and that just sounds right up my alley. So I'm thinking about these things that I want to do to bring some life and bring some festivity into the home without coming across as, dare I even say, tacky. Not that I think other people's homes are tacky if they go all out for Christmas or whatever, but I think there gets to a point where Christmas can just take over and vomit in your house. And I think at that point I have to step back and say, okay, that's a little bit much for me. Let's take it down a notch, keep it simple. My recommendations when it comes to plants would be sticking with something like a wreath, a garland, or pumpkins, or anything that's just natural but still adds a little color here and there that you can bring out or bring in to your home, bring it outside wherever you're decorating, and let that be that special piece that you don't have out the rest of the year, that you only set out your pumpkins in the fall, you only make your DIY garland in winter. I mean, there are so many things you can do with that and actually turn these decorative pieces into Christmas traditions and things that your children can do with you as well. So wreaths, garlands, plants, that's what I would recommend. My next tip is to decorate with what you already have. If you're already an extreme minimalist, this might be difficult to do, but I'm sure you can find a way somehow. So I recommend using things like candles, blankets, throw pillows, or things that might have those colors in them that you're wanting to associate with that season. And another thing you can do is even things like your dishware, setting that out if it is, of a matching color scheme, or even just to set it out to look a little fancier, a little nicer than normal. I plan on doing a few little centerpieces soon that will have some candles, some plants, and just some other little cozy items to spruce up the home a little bit for the holidays. And of course, incorporate those little touches of color here and there to make it a bit more festive. And my third and final tip for you guys is the word Lagom. I have covered this word in my previous video that was all about Scandinavian style versus minimalist style. So I'll link that video as well. Go watch that, and then I will explain a bit more about what Lagom is in that video. Basically, when it comes down to it, it means not too much and not too little. This is a Swedish word, and so I encourage you to go look up, if you're a word nerd like me, go look up all the different beautiful words that exist out there when it comes to minimalism and intentional living. So what is too little or too much? Who decides that? Is it me? Do I make the rules for that? Because if I do, you're probably not going to like my rules because I'm not you. So basically, there are no rules when it comes to minimalism with how much is too much, how much is too little. It's just what makes you happy, what makes you feel joyful, peaceful, content, but also not overwhelmed, not stressed, not financially in debt and struggling, not just being overwhelmed with what society wants you to do. I think it's all about having enough that makes you happy, enough that brings you that holiday joy and that holiday spirit, but not too much to where it's in excess. That's where we really have to find what is that line for me, because I cannot tell you what is enough for you and what is enough for you and what is enough for you, because that's up to you to decide. For me, I do my home. For you, you do your home. If you want some more inspiration on how I choose what to put in my home and how to organize it, again, Instagram is a great place to go get some more details about my life and see how we live outside of being on camera. I hope you guys have found this helpful today. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below letting me know if you enjoyed this type of content specific to the seasons and the time of year. Thank you guys for all of your support and love, and I'll catch you for the next episode. Bye.